What's up, everybody? Derek Anderson, the DA. All right, this just dropped about an hour ago. You can see right here, Rebel Moon Part 1, A Child of Fire, the official trailer on Netflix. So, yeah, this just dropped, and we're going to go ahead and check it out. Now, you guys know I don't actually watch the trailer with you. I'm going to watch the trailer, and then I'm going to come back and give my thoughts on it. But, yeah, I'm excited about this. Obviously, I'm a huge Star Wars fan, and this was Zack Snyder's Star Wars pitch, apparently. This is what he pitched out there as far as a Star Wars film. Lucasfilm said nope. So he said, cool, I'll go ahead and do it myself. And yeah, look, I'm also a fan of Zack Snyder. I think his visual style is probably the best. He's the best visual filmmaker in the world working right now, in my opinion, all right? Not always the best narrative guy, okay? Not always the best with the narrative. Sometimes he's a little bit long-winded. That's why we always end up getting a Snyder cut, because this cat like, hey, man, tell the story in about 2 hours. He can't do it. But, yeah, his visual flair, second to none. So, yeah, let's go ahead and check this out, and then I'll come back and I'll give you my opinions on it.
When I found you.
Woo! All right. Let's talk about this joint right here. December 22nd, huh? That's when this thing drops. I think it actually comes out ahead of that in theaters. I'm gonna check on that in a minute. But I mean, Zack Snyder, once again, it's like I said, this guy is second to none when it comes to his visuals. His visuals are on point. And I mean, this thing had a great looking cast too, man. Obviously, Sofia Boutella is going to be the main character in this. And then I recognize some other faces in here. Shoot, I know some of these other actors, but I mean, this thing looks like a just absolute all-star cast. This is going to be incredible, man. This scene right here where she just walks up. Now, look, the girl bossness and everybody talking about, strong female. We got to see what Zack Snyder does, okay? But she had that scene there, and if you haven't seen the trailer, go watch it. A scene where this little skinny chick is out there just laying waste to all of these soldiers. What do you think about that? I'm not sure. Again, as long as the character is believable, I can buy, a good tough woman in any situation, but you just can't go super girl boss. But that's kind of always been Zack Snyder's thing. He always has a bunch of female girl bosses, going back to Sucker Punch. That's just what he wants to do. Fine, that's fine. But, just the overall look of the film, I'm excited. I thought I saw Charlie Hunnam pop up in this thing somewhere. And also Corey Stoll. There's Charlie Hunnam. And I guess he's like the Han Solo, whatever. He's driving like a ship, it says, yeah, hold on to your butts, whatever, like he's the, the rogue pilot, in this thing. I could have swore I saw Charlie. Oh, there goes Jaman Hansu, man. This dude is in everything, isn't he? He shows up everywhere, man. This guy is, he's always in movies, man. This guy just shows up in every movie that's out there. But yeah, it looks like he's going to have a major pivotal role to play. I want to avoid spoilers so much. I just want to jump into this thing and just dig into it. No heroes, only rebels. I like that little line. That's dope. I can definitely see some Star Wars shining through. Some Star Wars vibes definitely are coming through. But this has a much different tone than Star Wars. Maybe that's why it got rejected. This is definitely darker and definitely grittier. But yeah, I mean, this thing looks amazing, man. Let me check on the theaters because I want to see this in theaters. I do not want to just sit back and watch this on Netflix. 1 second. All right, so yeah, here we go. Zack Snyder's Rebel Moon Part 1 sets a limited 70 millimeter theatrical run in 4 major cities ahead of the debut. Yeah, so that's kind of disappointing. But it will be playing locally for me, at least at the Egyptian. So yeah, I might have to, take some time to go out there. If I go out and see it in the Egyptian, I'm going to try to see it December 15th. I'm going to try to see it the first night. And then I'll do an out of the theater review of this if I do get an opportunity to see this thing 70 millimeter, but it's probably going to be jam packed. I can only imagine that it's going to be hard to get tickets. I might not be able to get it on the 15th, maybe the 16th or something like that. But I mean, this is a film I want to see personally. I want to see on a 70 millimeter screen, to be very honest with you. I want to see it on the biggest screen possible. I wish they would hey, we're just going to allow this thing to go into theaters, and you can catch it on Netflix if you want to. Yeah, and look at this cast, man. This cast is just incredible, man. Sophia Boutella, obviously. We got Charlie Hunnam, Ed Skrein, Ray Fisher, Zack Snyder. Like, yeah, Ray, I got your back, bro. Yeah, come on back. I got some work for you. Anthony Hopkins, man, one of the great legendary actors of all time. Anthony Hopkins is in this thing, man. I think he plays like a droid or a robot or something. Jimon Hansu, once again, that guy's all over the place. Rupert Friend. Corey Stoll, that was the dude from Ant-Man, right? Corey Stoll is in this. But yeah, I mean, just, a solid lineup of actors. I mean, this thing is going to be action-packed. It looks absolutely incredible. Yeah, the cast: Sophia Boutella, Ed Skrein, Cleopatra Coleman, and Carrie Elwes star in Snyder's latest, which centers on an enigmatic young woman living in a peaceful colony on the outskirts of the galaxy. She's given the task of finding warriors who can fend off an impending invasion by a tyrannical despot. Yeah, so I mean, I'm excited about this thing. Again, I love Zack Snyder. I'm a big fan of Zack Snyder's. I know a lot of people give him grief over the DCEU, but his DCEU stuff was perfectly fine. Man of Steel, Batman versus Superman, Dawn of Justice, the Ultimate Cut, and then Zack Snyder's Justice League. I liked all three of those. I thought that was a great, series of films. I enjoyed myself. Other stuff in the DCEU, okay, you can argue that stuff isn't so hot. But Zack Snyder's stuff was great. So, yeah, I'm looking forward to this, man. I am really looking forward to this. I hope I can go and see it on this 70 millimeter screen out there at the Egyptian, because that'll be awesome, man. And then, like I said, I'll come out and give a out-of-theater review, non-spoilers, okay? I won't have any spoilers in it. I will definitely keep it spoiler-free because, it's going to come out on Netflix. And I understand what Netflix is doing. Obviously, they don't want to have this thing running through theaters, even though they'll make some money, because that'll lessen the amount of people watching it on Netflix. It is a streaming service. That's what they're all about. But they're going to get a chance to make a little bit of money, get this thing in theaters for, on a big screen. And, I'm looking forward to that. This definitely feels like a big screen experience that I want to have. And then, part 2 is coming out, sometime, I think, was it March or April timeframe. Again, I've been trying to avoid spoilers, so I don't have a lot of like the nitty-gritty details that I normally would have, but I've been trying to avoid spoilers on this because I want to just have that full-fledged, hey, I'm just showing up. I got a couple of trailers and I got maybe a couple of posters. I'm done. I'm done with it. Okay, I don't need to see any more, and I'm not going to go through picking this trailer apart, but I mean, it looked amazing. If you guys haven't seen that, go out, watch it now, then head on back to this video and leave me your comments as to what you thought about this trailer. But that'll do it for me, guys. What did y'all think about the Zack Snyder Rebel Moon Part 1, A Child of Fire trailer? Jump down in the comments. Give me your thoughts and opinions on that. And thanks for watching. See you next time.